Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So great to have you here joining me for this pick a card reading. So today's reading is what is the person on your mind? What are their thoughts of you right now? So we've got our three groups to choose from today, as usual. We've got pile number one, which is the musician. There you go. And then pile number two is the runaway. And then pile number three is the storyteller. There you go. So those are your three piles to choose from. Just go for the one that feels right. The one that feels the most intuitive to you, or you feel the most intuitively drawn to. And I'll see you really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, welcome to your reading. So we are doing a reading today on what is your person's thoughts of you right now. We're using the Citadel and Fantasy Oracle deck as our main cards to come into the reading with. And you've chosen the musician, and it says inspiration and gratitude. Okay, beautiful deck, this deck. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. How is everyone? I hope everyone's doing really well. Sending you all my love and light, as always, wherever you are in the world. Always lovely to see people sort of dipping in and out of my readings from different parts of the globe. I really like that. So yes, it's great to have you here. Just reminding you, as always, that it is a general reading. So please just take the messages that resonate for you. And it is timeless. So just, whenever you pick it up, it should be fine. So get comfy and let's settle down and find out what is pile number one's person's thoughts of them right now. So I'm going to take that one there. Let's have a look. What have we got? Serenity. Listen to, isn't that interesting? It says listen to the music of the earth, and you have a musician. Okay, so and also serenity. So I'm beginning to feel like this person, this is sort of a dreamy element. There's a sort of dreamy kind of lovers sort of element to this. There's a lot of romance. I feel like there's quite a lot of romance here, or feelings of romance. It's reminding me of poetry, of songs, of courtship, all of that. But let's see what else we've got. So listen to the music of the earth. Okay, let's get another one. Let's get one of these ones. So what are their thoughts of pile number one right now, please? What is this person's thoughts of pile number one right now? I think it is that one. The whale with wisdom. Okay, wisdom. Right, now as I took this deck, okay, I left one here and I'm just going to pick it up because I think that's probably meant to come out. So what is that one? And we've got the robin with rebirth. Rebirth, interesting, okay. So let's put that there. Let's get out one of these ones. What are their thoughts of pile number one right now? We have resilience. Resilience and rebirth. Okay, maybe this person wants to court you again, or come back to you, or have a rebirth, regenerate this connection. Maybe with resilience, maybe there's something about, maybe for somebody listening to this, about this person wanting to go the distance again, or go round again with you, or face the challenges, whatever challenges there might be in the connection, but to kind of rise above that. But there's something about, them having kind of like, maybe they've had a realisation of the softness of their feelings, that they feel softly towards you, they feel romantically towards you. Maybe they're recapturing that or remembering that or something like that. Let's have one of these cards. Let's see. Forgive. The act of forgiveness releases tension. So maybe there's something for some of you in this situation. or in this relationship where this person is wanting some sort of reconciliation, wanting forgiveness, wanting to rejoin with you. Maybe they've grown wiser, or they feel they've grown wiser. They feel they've, I don't know, have you been in separation or something? Maybe they've had some sort of epiphany moment. But there's definitely feelings of love here and romance, for sure. Let's get out some... actually, I'm called to get out just one message card. Now, I am going to be doing messages at the end, so do hang around for that. But I just feel like I'm called to do one message card here for, what is this person's thoughts right now of pile number 1, please. Ship. Oh, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression and arriving. Okay. So something about leaving and arriving. Maybe there has been some cutting ties, some moving on in this situation, because we did feel that, didn't we? And certainly with the rebirth and the forgiveness, there might have been some of that. But we've got a progression and arriving as well. Okay, so let's see what we've got in our tarot. Okay. So what is pile number 1's person's thoughts of pile number 1 right now? So we have the 7 of Swords. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so they might be thinking this is a tough situation at the minute. Okay. This is the Ace of Cups. The King of Cups. Right, okay. What else have we got? The Knight of Pentacles. We'll have one more. The 3 of Swords. That's the bottom of the deck. And Justice. I feel like maybe for some of you, this person, and I'm getting the phrase cut and run. So maybe this person cut and run or left you or, did something tricky here. With the 7 of Swords, or something that wasn't quite honest, really. Right, with the 7 of Swords. And maybe it was challenging. I feel like maybe the situation was challenging, or it has been challenging. There have been challenges in this relationship. But I think with the Musician, the Serenity, what this person is definitely looking for is revival. And also with the Ship, I felt there might have been some sort of cutting ties, moving on, and at that point they thought that's what they should have done, or that's what they wanted to do, right? But I feel like they are wanting, with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, there's been something within them that has, now again, it's up to you whether you would want to take someone back who's behaved like that. But their thoughts are for revival. Their thoughts are for revival, for new love, for a deepening of love. And that's why we've got the Musician as well, because there's something about them wanting to court you again. And also they've realised, I think there's been some sort of realisation maybe of what they've lost, or what they've let go of, or maybe what they took for granted, right? They feel like they've gained wisdom, okay? And maybe this time around, they feel they need to be more resilient. They need to not just go at the first difficulty or the first challenge, or not just only go into the relationship thinking I'm going to get what I want and then go. Actually, I need to be more resilient. I need to be more committed to pile number 1. I've realised that I have feelings for them. I maybe have deep feelings for them, actually, because it comes right under the whale, which is all about water. This is all water, obviously, often a symbol of deep feelings. And I am heartbroken. I feel like there's a lot of heartbreak in this situation. right? There's been a lot of pain in this situation. There's been loss here, right? And what I want is that pile number one will forgive me. So I feel like this person is looking for reconciliation, regeneration, forgiveness. The overarching energy is justice, which is that they want things to be, they want to put things right. I think that's what this person is thinking. Their thoughts are that they need to, or they want to put things right between you and them with the justice cards. And that is very present for them right now. That's what this is the current energy. This is the overarching energy. So that is to put things right with you, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles is, and it comes right under resilience, and often the Knight of Pentacles is a very resilient court card because they build their world slowly, you know, brick by brick. They're not one to rush into anything. They're not, you know, they're people that you can rely on, okay? Because they are resilient, because they are strong, because they want to grow. Yeah, they want to grow things, but they do it slowly. So I felt this person, maybe if they were before, were in for a quick hit or a quick fix with you, or just a bit of fun or something like that, and it was all about them getting what they wanted. I think what they're feeling is that if you've come into separation, then they've had some sort of realisation that that's not what they want with you, that's not what they want to do with you, and they have rethought the whole thing. If you're with them, it could be as well that they are beginning to realise that they want the dynamic of the situation to change, that they don't want it to be challenging, they don't want to be in this kind of, because they might have made you feel like you had to compete for their attention, or you had to get their attention, or you had to, you know, it was challenging maybe to connect with them or to be with them, or they kept themselves hidden, or they were hard to connect with, that kind of stuff. I think now they don't want that dynamic anymore, because I think they realise it leads to heartache, not just for you but for them. And they want to change that dynamic around and put things right between you. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. What have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Aquarius. We've also got Leo. We've got all of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, and all the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo, as well as a Libra. Yeah, okay. So let's get actually I feel like I do want to get one more message card out, but again I will do some more at the end. But let's get another message card out for pile number one. What is their person kind of thinking? What are their thoughts right now? Teddy bear. Interesting in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. And that definitely goes with this card here of wanting to renew the romance, to renew the courtship, to be softer somehow. There's something about that, definitely, for sure. So where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this there so we can see it. Okay, so let's get some more, let's definitely get some more tarot out. So what are their thoughts of pile, what are their thoughts right now of pile number one? The Hierophant. Okay, so move that up a little bit, the Hierophant. Then we've got Judgment. Okay, so let's move these right up so we can see them. Okay, there we go, Judgment. What else have we got? The Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, the the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So I would say at the moment they are definitely looking to renew this situation and recommit to it, or to commit to it, because we've got the Hierophant and we've got the Four of Wands, which are both cards of deep commitment, Also celebration. It's often a marriage card, actually. So we've got the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. And if you believe in soulmate twin flames, it's got that kind of feel to it as well. We've got the Judgment card, which is about rising up. So this person definitely wants to rise up from this, whatever the situation is at the moment. And I feel like the situation might either be in separation or it's a painful time, it's a difficult time. This person definitely wants this situation to rise in some way. There is stress here. There is stress and anxiety, right? Because we've got the Nine of Swords, which is kind of like the nightmare card. It's a card of having extreme anxiety, of losing sleep, of getting very, very stressed. And the Five of Cups, which is about loss. It's about disappointment, right? So there's been disappointment, there's been loss. It comes right under the Three of Swords. And I suspect it's because you might not be with them or you're in separation in some way. And this person might be thinking that you... or they might be thinking that they're shut out from this relationship. And you might have shut them out because you had to shut them out, because maybe they caused you a lot of pain or a lot of, stress when you didn't need it. So this person is feeling shut out with the Four of somebody. They're feeling like maybe you're fed up with them, that you've had enough of them, and you might have every reason to feel like that. Pile number one, we've got Three of Pentacles underneath. Yeah, and they, so they feel like maybe there might be some worry with them that if they offer something to you again, or if they call you again, or they come back to you again, that you might not want to take them back. So I think there's some stress and worry about that because of maybe how they treated you in the past, or how they disappointed you in the past, or how they were in the past, right? And again, like I say, you might have every reason to feel this way. But this person definitely wants to, with the Three of Pentacles, to collaborate, to try anyway, to come forwards. But there's fear. I think there's fear of rejection, fear that you wouldn't want them, fear that you would be focused on the past and what's gone on in the past, or maybe fearful that you maybe wouldn't be able to get over what's happened in the past between the two of you. But this person certainly... and I feel like with the Two of Wands here, there's something about them preparing, getting ready to maybe make a move towards you. Certainly with a musician, because that talks about, songs, singing songs of love, courtship. Courting. It's like an old-fashioned courtly sort of sign, really, of showing interest, of showing romantic interest, really. So I feel like this person is definitely thinking of making a move. It might not be quick, but I think that's partly because they might be worried about how they might be received. But they're definitely thinking of that. But let's get out some message cards. What do we have? We have Taurus, we have Aries, we also have Gemini, and we have Scorpio, Cancer, and Capricorn. Right, okay, so let's see what messages we've got here. Oh, I'm not going to take all of these because there's way too many, but I'm going to take the one that I can see, which is this one, and I'm going to put that one back there. And this is Ascending, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Okay, so that's what I always say with the Two of Wands. I feel like this person is preparing to try and revisit this relationship. What else have we got? I feel like it's that one. I'm going to go for it. Picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So yeah, I think if you're not with them, they're definitely missing you and looking back nostalgically on the relationship. Then we have mirror. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. Okay, so there might have been some triggering in this situation. And then we have healing heart. Healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationship. So it might be that those things existed in this connection or in this relationship, and this person is now looking to try to heal that. Now, whether you feel you can do that based on whatever they've done, because that can be quite a tall order, can't it? When you've gone through a lot of difficult times with somebody, they behaved really badly. been toxic or had some very deep issues that have damaged the relationship, then they have to really, really, really show you, don't they, that they are on that path of true kind of healing and a true path of wanting to change and be different. But I feel that this person, that's the way this person is thinking. But again, use your discernment and decide for yourself, in terms of whether you take this person back or how quickly you take this person back. I would always err on the side of caution with somebody like this and take things, if you do decide to be with them, to take things very, very, very slowly, pile number one. But otherwise, have a great day. I hope you like the reading. Please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to hear more. Maybe leave a comment. But otherwise, have a great day. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Thanks for joining me. So today we are looking at what is your person's thoughts of you right now. And we're using the... what's the name of this deck again? I've completely forgotten the name of this deck. Let me just check pile number two. Sorry, I'm having a senior moment here. Bear with me. Hey, back again. Yeah, sorry. So it's the Citadel and Fantasy Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck, actually. And it says, the Runaway, secrets running from problems. Okay. So there you go. So we're just going to put that there. I hope everyone's doing well. Sending you all my love and light wherever you are in the world. It's lovely to have you here. Just reminding you, of course, that it is a general reading. So just take the messages that resonate. It's timeless. So whenever you pick it up, it should resonate or it should be relevant in some way. So let's get straight to it. So get yourself comfy. Let's start off with some oracle cards. So let's ask for pile number two. What is their person's thoughts of them right now? What are their thoughts right now? So we have boundaries. Your boundaries are yours to defend. Okay, so we've got runaway, which is running from problems, and then we've got boundaries. Okay, let's have another one. What are their thoughts of pile number two right now? What is pile number two's person's thoughts of them right now? We have the ant with cooperation. And let's have one of these ones. So what are their thoughts of pile number two right now? We have Keeper of Journeys. Card number 17, Keeper of Journeys. Right, let's get one of these. So what are their thoughts of pile number two right now, please? I feel like it's that one. Fearless. Let's get one of these cards. What are their thoughts of pile number two right now, please? Heal. Revitalize your heart. Revitalize your heart. I'm thinking this person is thinking either they there's a sort of, I feel like this person feels like there's a sort of defensiveness in this relationship at the moment, either coming from them or from you. There's something about it that is, I think they're thinking either you want to get out of the relationship or they're thinking that they need to get out of the relationship or draw more boundaries in the relationship. There's a sort of a defensiveness there because of however the relationship is, right? So however it's currently operating, there's something about it that, like I say, either they're feeling defensive or they think you're feeling defensive, right? And I think this person is thinking what we need to do here is we need to, in order for this relationship to flourish or to move forward, is there needs to be more a more even ground, or we need to be able to cooperate better, or we need to be able to work together better, or we need to be able to, be more, maybe be more open, more honest with each other. We need to heal whatever the issue is in the relationship that's causing me or you, meaning you, pile number 2, to draw, to be defensive, for it to be difficult, for to stop that feeling of wanting to move from the relationship or leave the relationship or let go of the relationship. There's something about that this person thinks there's something of that kind of feeling to it. And in order to overcome that, i.e. for the relationship to survive or to move forward, there needs to be better cooperation, there needs to be better communication. Things, maybe resentments, whatever it is that's causing that, need to be healed. And that's why we've got fearless here, because this person is thinking we need to be courageous, or maybe I need to be courageous and tackle this issue, whatever it is, right? In order for us to move forward in this relationship. Otherwise, we might not be able to do that. We might not be able to move forward unless we tackle in a healthy way, in a kind of like, with the two of us talking and being honest and open and stuff. There's something about that. Because there's an issue here. There's definitely an issue in the relationship that is causing it to be in jeopardy, I would say, this person is thinking. Okay, so let's get to the tarot and see what they say. Actually, before I do that, I am drawn to getting a message card. Now, I will be doing messages at the end, so hang around for that, but I do feel drawn to doing a message card. So let's see what we've got here. What are their thoughts of pile number 2 right now? What are their thoughts of pile number 2 right now? Separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. So maybe you are in separation from this person. Maybe something has already been let go of. But there's definitely a feeling of being, of missing you, thinking about you a lot, feeling sad, maybe wanting to heal, and come back together. But let's get out some tarot, like I said. So, let's see. So, yeah, so it could have been that the situation or the problem in this, the jeopardy in this situation, or if it's coming to separation, what's caused it to come into separation is because people weren't honest, because you've got secrets here. People weren't open about the problems. People didn't look at the problems. You didn't deal with it. Somebody chose to run away from that, right? And maybe this person is thinking, well, in order to heal that, we need to face things head on and deal with our problems. So what is this person thinking about pile number 2 right now? What are their thoughts of pile number 2 right now, please? I feel like it's those. I'm going to take them and that one as well. Let's see. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Swords. The 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. What are the thoughts of pile number 2 right now, please? And the 10 of Cups, okay. And the King of Wands. Yeah, there's something about this person wanting to take charge of this situation, wanting to lead on it in some way. So if you're in separation and there's no contact, they want to lead on coming back and contacting you, or take the lead in getting this relationship. I feel like this person does want to get this relationship back on track, for sure. There's confusion. There is confusion here. With the 7 of Cups, there is, the 5 of Swords is always about that sort of empty victory. So if somebody feels like they've won something, they haven't really won it. It's kind of like, because they've left a lot of pain and destruction and are in the aftermath, really, of it all. So there is this sort of sense of, so maybe somebody left the situation. For example, or just an example of that energy might be somebody left the situation. They thought that it was the best thing for them. They maybe ran out of a situation, or they moved on from you, or something like that. And they thought at the time that it was the right thing to do. They thought that they had, you know, for want of a better phrase, they were winning. But in actual fact, they realised that that's not the case, right? So I feel like this person, definitely, if they left you, or if they left this situation, has regrets about that, and realises that it wasn't really a win. And what they actually want, to what they're thinking, is that they were never more happier than when they were with you, and they want that happiness back. Or they feel that this relationship has the potential to give them absolute happiness, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, and those are absolute excess of happiness, both in terms of, you know, like tangible stability, and also in terms of love and connection. See all this family stuff really here. So this person is definitely thinking of family, love and connection with you. There's some confusion, maybe it seems like a little bit of a fantasy, depending on where you are at the moment. It might feel like it's a little bit of a fantasy, but this person definitely wants to, there's a lot of pentacles here and a lot of cups, so they definitely want to build something with you, something tangible. They want to, they may even want to come back, you know, give you something, give you a present, make a gesture, you know, yeah, come back with something tangible for you, something like that. And the Knight of Pentacles shows that they are serious. They're serious in their intention, I think, to return to this situation. And the King of Wands here also makes me feel that they feel confident that they can have this situation again, or that they can have this relationship again. I mean, the King of Wands is that fearless energy. They just go out and they get what they want, the King of Wands, and they're very, very, very determined. They're very confident in themselves. So this person is definitely wanting to heal something in this relationship. They feel that it's got huge potential to be absolutely really, really happy, or for you and them to be really, really happy. They feel that it's maybe a little bit of a dream at the moment, or a fantasy. But if they separated from you, it was a separation. Maybe at the moment, in the moment, it looked like somebody was victorious, or maybe they were victorious, or they come off better, or whatever. But it was only a momentary feeling, because that is always a card of empty victory. So there's a lot of regret there. There's a lot of regret if you're not with this person, right? If you're with them, what I would say is that there might be some jeopardy in losing this situation, or they might feel that they could lose this situation. If you don't talk about or deal with whatever problems or issues that you have, right? So this person might be feeling, okay, if we don't discuss it, if we're not open and honest with each other, then, you know, we could lose it, or somebody could leave this relationship. What we need to do is to double down and really focus our commitment on each other, and what the potential that we have here, to really remember the potential that we have to be happy, and to not get lost in, distractions or things that might pull us away from the relationship. We need to really focus in on the relationship and on each other, yeah, and not allow ourselves to be, I don't know, maybe drawn into petty arguments, or drawn into the things that are kind of like, I'll get too focused on the things that are wrong about a situation. We need to talk about it, and we need to come up with solutions, rather than sort of dwell on things that are going wrong in the relationship, or not right in the relationship, right? Because we've got all these other positives that are here that we need to remember and work on and focus on. So what have we got? So we've got Pisces energy. We've also got we've got Virgo energy. We've got Aquarius, and also Taurus, as well as Capricorn. And obviously all the fire signs of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Okay, let's get out another message card, actually. I'm going to be doing, like I said, at the end, but let's just get out one more. So what are their thoughts of pile number 2 right now? What are the thoughts of pile number 2 right now? So we have blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. Yeah, so there's something about wanting to come back, or to return to love in this situation, or to remember the love in this relationship for sure. Let's get our other tarot cards out now. So what are their thoughts of pile number 2 right now, please? Ace of Rods, which is the Ace of Wands. We've also got the Hanged Man. Take these 3. We've got the Page of Wands. The 6 of Wands. My goodness, all these wands. The Knight of Pentacles again. And then I'm actually going to take that one that was sticking out here, which is the Ace of Cups. Right, okay. And what have we got at the bottom? The Empress. Yeah, this person wants to grow something with you. They see you as, I think there's a lot of attraction. They have a lot of, yeah, they're thinking of you in a very sort of like, they're very attracted to you, for sure, because you've got a lot of passion. Wands is about passion, it's about determination, it's about creation. This person, we've got 2 aces, so 100% this person wants a beginning with you, a new beginning with you, a new start with you, a passionate new start with you, a loving new start with you. For sure, right? They're definitely focused on that. The Hangman, I think that there's been some sort of change in the way that they're thinking, or some sort of turnaround in their perspective, really. So maybe they've had time to think, I think I said, maybe mentioned it here, you know, like maybe if they left the situation, they thought that they were doing the right thing, there's been a shift in how they are thinking about that now, a shift in perspective, right? They've had some sort of realisation here. And I think the Page of Wands is also a card of new beginnings. They might want wanting to message you. I feel like there's something about wanting to message you, wanting to connect with you. They want this situation with the six of Wands to be successful. They're looking for success again in this relationship, or this relationship to rise, to be successful. They're committed. The Knight of Pentacles essentially is a card of commitment. They are committed. And even if it takes, I think they're committed to grounding that dream. It might be a dream or a fantasy to have all this happiness with you, but they're committed to grounding that, to making that happen, really. That's what they're committed to. And the Empress shows me that they've got an energy of wanting to grow. The Empress is a fertile energy. It's an energy of growth, abundance, warmth, luxury, happiness, all of that. So this person is wanting to invest and grow this relationship, for sure. They see it as a very positive thing. And they feel, they definitely do feel confident that they can do that. They feel that you and them are a match. King of Wands and the Empress, they're a good match. They match each other in terms of energy and, passion and love and all of that, for sure. But I think there's something as well about this person thinking, we need to approach this relationship very differently. We need to deal with our issues. If we've got issues and problems, we need to deal with them differently, honestly, cooperate with each other, not be so defensive, speak openly and from the heart. That's how we'll move forward. That's how we'll grow. That's how we'll get over our issues, our problems. So what have we got? I think we've probably got all of the... No, what am I talking about? We've actually got all of the fire signs, haven't we? Obviously of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. We've actually got all of the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. And we've got Pisces. We've got all of the only ones we don't have are the swords, which is the air signs, but we've actually got Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces here. But let's get out some other message cards for pile number 2 on what their person is thinking right now, or what are their thoughts of pile number 2 right now. We have passion. Look at that. With all of that wands, that's exactly what I was saying. Passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. There you go. What else have we got? Girl with a snake, charmed or used, enable. Now boundaries again have come up. So we've got boundaries again. Girl with a snake. Okay. So maybe there was something about boundaries in this relationship. Before. So maybe there was some snaky behaviour before and there needs to be boundaries. But I feel like with a hangman, this person is feeling like they've, like I say, they've had a different perspective, or they've had a new perspective, and maybe they're feeling that their boundaries are, they have better boundaries now. Obviously, that's up to you to make a decision about whether you feel that's the case when you're actually with them. But I think this person is thinking that they have somehow realised that they need to have better boundaries. Abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss and blessings. Okay, I'm going to have one more. What am I thinking right now? What am I thinking right now? Teddy bear, this came up in pile number 1. Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. So there you go, pile number 2. That has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear more, leave a comment. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Lovely to have you here. So we are doing a reading today on what is your person's thoughts of you right now. And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is the Storyteller card. And it says Viewpoints Control. And it's from the Citadel and Fantasy Oracle deck, for those that are interested. It's a beautiful deck, actually. So there you go, Storyteller. I hope everyone's doing really well. Sending you all my love and light, as always, wherever you are in the world. It's always lovely to have everyone, you know, from lots of different parts of the world popping in and listening to our readings. I love that. Just reminding you, of course, that it is a general reading. So please just take the messages that resonate, and it is timeless. So it's actually good for whenever you pick it up. But let's get straight to it. So, you know, get comfy and let's start. So we're going to use some oracle cards first of all. And we're going to ask for pile number 3. What is their person's thoughts of them right now? How are they thinking about pile number 3 right now? I actually feel drawn to that one. And I'm going to take it. Let's see what we've got. So we've got shadow. Search your shadow for hidden strengths. Okay. Right. Okay, let's get another one. How are they thinking about pile number 3 right now? How are they thinking about pile number 3 right now? So we've got the badger with determination. All right, okay. Let's get another one out. How are they thinking about pile number 3 right now, please? We've got keeper of surrender. Keeper of surrender. Okay, so I'm going to have to cover this lady's, just leave that there for the minute. I know it's a bit silly, but sometimes YouTube can be a bit funny, even though it's artwork. So I'm just going to do that. Let's see what else we've got. How are they thinking of part number 3 right now? Omen. Okay, omen. Right. How are they thinking about part number... Oh, I've got one that's popped out, which is infinity. Your love is timeless. Your love is timeless. Okay. I think that this person is feeling that there's something, and it's, you might want to, it's up to you, but I'm off just off these oracle cards. It seems to me like it's something similar to pile number 2. This person is thinking there's some sort of shadow in this relationship, or some element of it that is, where there's some sort of shadow in it, right? There's some shadow element to the relationship. So there's something in the relationship that's testing, that's challenging. It could be some controlling. Maybe somebody's got a controlling aspect. It could be them, or it could be you, or they're thinking it's, you know, you or them. There's some sort of controlling, maybe manipulation or something like that going on in the relationship. And this is that they're aware. So what they're thinking is that they're aware of that. They're aware that there's something in it, some shadow aspect of the relationship, okay? And I feel like this person is, but what they also know is that there's love in it. There's a lot of love in this relationship, but there's something about it that's kind of not quite balanced, I suppose, is what I'm getting from these cards, really. Okay. And there's also, I feel like there's a feeling in this person of wanting to heal somehow. Yeah, wanting to heal this this relationship, but there's also an element of them thinking, should I let it go? Right, so there's something about that in this because of this shadow element. So they're sort of, they might be a little bit torn. They know there's a lot of love in the relationship. They know they feel a lot of love for you, but there's some shadow element within it that they don't love, okay? And they're wondering, you know, should I fight for it? Should I stay in it? Or should I somehow let it go? Right, so that's kind of what I'm picking up from these cards. But let's get out, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get out a message card here. So what message card? I will be doing messages at the end, so hang around for that. But let's see what this message says. So what are they thinking about pile number 3 right now? Girl with a snake. Charmed or used, enable boundaries. Yes, there's something in this. And they could be thinking that somehow there's something maybe in how you are or how you operate in the relationship. This is how they're thinking. Remember, we're asking what are their thoughts. Or there's something in the relationship where you feel there should be more boundaries, or there's something snaky going on. There's some shadow element in this relationship, which is very attractive. So there is something attractive and there is love in this relationship, but there's also some danger maybe to it. So maybe this person is thinking there's some danger to you. I don't know. Maybe you are somebody that's forbidden to them. Maybe you're forbidden in some way, which makes you very attractive, but equally kind of dangerous or something like that. So this person is thinking that this relationship is got its shadow element, that it's got its love, but it's got its shadow element, and they're not sure, the shadow element rather, and they're not sure whether to stay in it or to leave it. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. But let us get out some tarot cards and see where we are with this. So bear with me. Yeah, and I mean, I guess just to say, you know, with the Omen card, Omen can be a kind of portent of you know, positive or negative, really. So I think that's what this is what this person thinks. You know, this relationship, you know, should I stay in it or should I leave it? So it's got the potential to be all shadow, or, you know, maybe if I heal it or if we heal it, it's got the potential to be good. But there's that shadow element there, as well as the good things. So I think that's what this Omen card is about, really. But let's get out our tarot. So how is this person thinking about pile number 3 right now? How are they thinking about pile number 3? So we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this sort of like, this situation could go one way or the other. It's up, or it, you know, it can be very good, or it can be so maybe it can be very positive, or it can be very negative, right? It can be up, or it can be, it's not balanced. I think that's probably what I want to say. I don't think this person believes that this relationship is maybe balanced. What are they thinking right now about pile number 6 of Pentacles? We've got the Hanged Man. Here it's just called Hanged, but it's the Hanged Man. We've got the Queen of Wands. How are they thinking about pile number 3 right now? We've got the 9 of Cups. And we've got the 3 of Wands. And the King of Pentacles. I think they're very, very, very attracted to you with the Queen of Wands here. I think they are very attractive to you. for sure. But there's definitely something about this person feeling like there needs to be a shift in this perspective of how we manage this relationship or how we deal with this relationship. Or there needs to be a different point of view or seeing things differently, right, at the moment with Hanged Man. I think they believe that this has a huge potential, right, but it is stuck. I feel like it's stuck. Like this person is thinking that the situation is stuck at the moment, really. And it could be that it's stuck in this whatever shadow element is. It's not kind of moving forward. This person has a lot of love for you with the Nine of Cups here. They do have a lot of love for you. They are very, very, very attracted to you, for sure. Right? They're very, very, very attracted to you. They see in many ways this relationship as a wish fulfillment for them. But there's something about it that needs to change. That's what this person is thinking. That there needs to, something in it needs to change. Right? They want to give to the relationship. They do. But this kind of like instability of it, or this shadow element of it that's kind of like controlling it at the moment. It's not. It's just not balanced. This person is thinking that we've got all this potential, but at the moment things aren't balanced. What is that about? I mean, what is the lack of balance about, or what's the shadow? Not those ones. What's the shadow or the lack of balance about? What is it? What are they? What is it about? What is the shadow or the lack of balance about for this person in this relationship? What's that about? So we have the Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. The Emperor. Maybe this is for some of you, this is this is some sort of secret connection or some kind of third party situation for some of you, because this person might be in a stable relationship. You might be somebody who is a secret connection, right? Somebody that they're having a third party thing with. And that's the shadow. The shadow is that it's not honest and open, right? And that prevents it, you know, that maybe prevents it from moving forward or reaching its potential. Maybe that means that somebody's not completely, or, you know, like you're not completely happy with that, or they're not completely happy with that. Maybe that leads to challenges and problems within the connection. Seven of Cups is, you know, pie in the sky, fantasy. Yeah, so maybe it's some sort of not a real connection, or not a real, it's not out in the open, it's not a committed relationship. Eight of Cups. It could be that you're in separation from this person. Something like that. What else have we got? The Eight of Pentacles. It's hard work. So maybe the shadow is that it's hard work. It feels like hard work. It feels difficult. It feels false, because there's a mask here. So maybe this person is thinking that it feels false, or there's a lot of, you know, you both aren't honest with each other. Maybe it's always under the threat of letting it go or leaving it, or so it doesn't feel stable, because maybe they're always thinking of leaving it, or they think you're always thinking of leaving it. So maybe it's cyclical. So maybe the shadow is that it's cyclical, that you leave each other, come back together, leave each other, come back together. Maybe it's that pattern, that dynamic that creates an imbalance in it, that makes it hard to be in the relationship. And once you get into that pattern, it's actually it's hard. If as a couple you get into the pattern of you know, coming back together, then pulling apart, coming back together, then pulling apart. It's hard to break that dynamic, right? So, you know, maybe you're very attracted to each other, and then maybe you, you know, you trigger each other and you pull, you know, you pull away from each other. And once you get into that dynamic and you've done it a few times, it's really hard to break that pattern, right? So that could also be it. And it could be that with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, this person is thinking we need to break this shadow, this pattern, and be more stable within ourselves, or be more balanced within ourselves, in order for us to move forward, right? Something like that. Otherwise, we're always going to be in a situation where we, you know, get together and then we pull apart, and or we've got one foot in and one foot out, right? So maybe this person is thinking we need to change how we are with each other and become more stable. Otherwise, we're always going to be locked in this kind of pattern of, you know, where this kind of shadow element, whatever it happens to be, is you know, controlling the way we are with each other. So something like that. So what have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Capricorn and Taurus, Pisces. We've also got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And we've got, yeah, I think I said that, didn't I? I think I said, and Virgo. So let's get out another message card. Let's see. So how are they thinking about pile number 3 right now? Hammer. Sabotage and rebuild. Persistent, working on it, repairing. Yeah, so something about needing to reshape the dynamic. I think it's the dynamic of the relationship. It's how you operate with each other. It's to kind of reshape the way in which you deal with each other. And I think there's something about you being locked into a toxic pattern of how you deal with each other. And this person is wanting to repair that or reshape that. And I think it's got something to do, for some of you, with a pattern which is stop, start, stop, start. So cyclical. So an attraction, but also a repulsion, where you kind of like go back to each other, drawn to each other, and then you pull away. This person is thinking, we need to break that dynamic or break that pattern, and maybe somebody's more in control of that dynamic than the other person. Yeah, there's some sort of manipulation going on. Maybe they are. But if we're to survive, right, then we need to break that pattern. It's funny because there's quite a similar story in pile number 2, which you might want to listen to pile number 2, if you feel drawn to it. So let's see. So what are they thinking right now about pile number 3, please? What are their thoughts right now? So we have the Hermit. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the 6 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. I mean, you might not be with this person. That's the other thing. You might not actually be with this person. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. So something could have happened. The overarching energy is the Tower. So maybe there was a breakup, or there was, or this person is feeling like there's a threat of something crumbling, right, with the Tower, something coming down, if it hasn't already. Okay, there's definitely a stuckness to this relationship. It comes right under shadow. And this person, again, with the Hangman and the Hermit, those are cards of going inward, of trying to find a new way, having a new vision, of trying to be wiser, of trying to, walk a different path, if you like. So I feel like this person is looking for some sort of a different way to conduct this relationship, for sure, right? I mean, there is love in this relationship, for sure. This person does feel love. We've got the Lovers and we've got the Six of Cups. If you believe in soulmate energy, these are two big cards for soulmate, and we did have infinity here. So this person is thinking that that you and them do have a very strong connection, a strong bond, but it isn't, and it's reminding me of Adam and Eve, the snake, the apple, you know, all of that, temptation, things going wrong. They may be thinking that I'm not saying that this is you in any way. We're asking what are they thinking. With this girl with the snake, so there might be something about them thinking that you have more control, or you are the person who is controlling this situation, or has the ability to control the situation, or that they need to somehow, you know, that you are the one that's creating the shadow. I'm not saying that you are. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying this is how they're thinking. That you are somehow responsible for that. I'm not saying that you are responsible for that, pile number 3. But they might be thinking that it's you that's creating the shadow, that's you that's creating the problem. And of course, you know, you don't want to be with somebody that's kind of like, you know, blaming you for everything, because there's always two sides to a story. But this might be how this person is thinking, that it's somehow you that's creating the issue or the problem. They do feel this. They do have, like I say, they do have love for you, for sure. They do feel that there's a strong bond, if you know what I mean. They feel like there's a bond between the two of you, for sure. It could be that this is a three-way situation somehow. That this is a secret situation, that you are some sort of somebody that is there, that they're very tempted by, that they are very that they find very alluring. So you hold a lot of promise, but you also hold a lot of challenge, depending on where they are, or you or the thing. If it's a secret thing, it's kind of like it has shadow in it, because it's secret, it's unsaid. There's, with any secrecy, there's usually a lot of lies and subterfuge and all of that. So that could also be what they're thinking, that this relationship has a huge amount of attraction, but also a lot of danger to it. Yeah, and I do think there's something about, if we don't find a different way of doing it, a different dynamic, if we don't create a healthier dynamic, we could lose this relationship, or this relationship could crumble, right? There's something about, we need to learn, with the Page of Pentacles, a different way of being, a different way of dealing with each other, a different way of conducting the relationship in some way. We need to have more, maybe there's something about more self-control, more communication, better boundaries, something like that. That's what this person is thinking. So they realise things need to change, I think, here. Or there's a threat that the whole thing could be lost if it hasn't been lost already, or that things could, come tumbling down, if you like. So what have we got? So we've got Virgo and Taurus and Capricorn. We've got Gemini. We have Scorpio. I said that, didn't I? Virgo. And also we've got Gemini energy. Okay, so let's get out some message cards for pile number 3. Please. If you're liking the reading, then please do give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear more maybe. Leave a comment. I'd love all of that. That would be great. But let's see what messages we've got for pile number 3 on how the person is thinking about them right now. So we have healing heart rather. This came out in pile number, I think it came out in pile number 2 as well. Healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationship. What else have we got? Karmic relationship. Now there is a bit of it did make me think of karmic relationships, because we've got resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Then we have love unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness, right? So there's something here about healing some sort of pattern, some sort of toxic pattern, right? That's what these three cards are telling you. So heal some kind of toxic pattern that is holding this relationship back. And I think this person is thinking that they are thinking that there's some shadow in this, some pattern we've got ourselves caught up in, some dynamic, which I would like to heal with, you know, for us to be more loving. So there's some shadow element that we need to get over for us to be more loving and to have more love in this relationship. So I'm going to leave it there, pile number 3. And I'm going to say, yep, thank you so much for listening to this reading. Like I say, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. But otherwise, have a great day. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.